Once upon a time, nestled between rolling hills and a sparkling lake, there was a beautiful, peaceful forest. This forest wasn't like any other. It was filled with magic, whispered secrets, and the echoes of ancient tales. At the heart of this enchanted wood stood a majestic tree older than time itself. Its branches reached towards the heavens, creating a canopy that danced with dappled sunlight during the day and twinkled with starlight at night. This tree was no ordinary oak or willow. It was a whispering tree, a mystical being that conversed with the wind, the rustling leaves becoming voices that carried messages from the forest's heart to those who knew how to listen. In this tranquil forest lived a young girl named Alana. With each passing moment, she felt a profound connection to the whispering tree, as if its ancient wisdom was seeping into her very being. The whispering tree had opened her eyes to the wonders that surrounded her. She pledged to safeguard the forest's delicate balance, ensuring that its magic would endure for generations to come. The whispering tree stood steadfast, watching over her as she walked the path of life, its branches offering solace and strength whenever she sought its company. From that day forward, Alara's life was deeply entwined with the fate of the Whispering Woods. Fearlessly, she stood before them, her gaze unwavering. "Stop!" she cried, her voice echoing with determination. The villagers, caught off guard, felt a sudden shift in the atmosphere. The breeze caressed their faces, whispering tales of the forest's beauty and balance. From that day on, the Whispering Woods remained untouched, its magic preserved for future generations, reminding all who heard it of the profound connection between humanity and nature, and the transformative power of ancient wisdom. We'd love to hear them. If you stick around until the end, we'll include a bonus part just for those who love our stories. So stay tuned because the adventure isn't over yet. The villagers, forever changed by their encounter with the ancient tree, became its ardent protectors, ensuring that its wisdom and beauty would endure for all eternity. Click on this magical portal to keep the adventure alive and discover more enchanting tales on our channel. Each inhale brought with it the scent of blooming flowers, gurgling streams, and the sweet nectar of wild berries. The whispers echoed in their ears, stirring memories of childhood laughter amidst the trees and the comforting embrace of the ancient woods. You don't understand what you're about to do. These trees are alive, and they have so much to teach us. The villagers, surprised by her sudden appearance, paused their attack, turning their attention to Alana. She spent her days tending to injured animals, nurturing young saplings, and tending to the medicinal herbs that grew in abundance in the forest. What good can come from that? Alara looked at the men, her eyes filled with sadness. "More than you understand," she replied softly. Then, turning her gaze to the whispering tree, she whispered, hoping to convey the tree's wisdom to the villagers. One by one, they lowered their axes, their gazes drifting to the lush soil. The memory of Alara's childhood, filled with joy and wonder within these woods, stirred within them. Her evenings were filled with whispered conversations with the ancient trees, sharing stories and laughter beneath the canopy of stars. And she knew that she would carry these whispers in her heart for the rest of her life. As darkness fell and the stars twinkled above, the whispering tree continued its tale, weaving a tapestry of sound that both fascinated and soothed her. Alara learned about the interconnectedness of all living things, the delicate balance of the ecosystem, and the profound magic that thrived in the heart of the forest. At first, the whispers were incoherent, like the babbling of an unseen brook. But as Alara stood there, patiently listening, a sense of calm washed over her, and the whispers began to form words. The ancient tree shared tales of the forest, stories of seasons past, of blooming flowers, of babbling brooks and chirping crickets, of changing seasons and whispering winds. Each whisper was a piece of the forest's soul, a testament to the life that pulsed through every leaf and acorn. A group of villagers, driven by greed and ignorance, entered the forest with the intention of cutting down the ancient trees to build their houses and furniture. They scoffed at the idea of talking trees, believing only in what they could see and touch. Alara, hearing the commotion, rushed to the whispering tree, her heart pounding with worry. Alara wasn't like the other children in her village. While they chased butterflies and played by the babbling brook, she wandered deep into the whispering woods. It stood before her, bathed in the ethereal glow of the setting sun, and its leaves rustled softly, beckoning her closer. As she approached, she heard a faint whisper, like the murmur of a long-forgotten lullaby. Curiosity filled her heart as she placed her hand on the rough bark of the tree, and that's when the whispering began. Alara had a deep connection with nature, a gift for understanding the language of birds and the stories held within flowing rivers. She spent her days exploring hidden glades, befriending curious woodland creatures, and seeking the wisdom of the ancient trees. One evening, as twilight painted the sky in hues of lavender and rose, Alara found herself drawn to the whispering tree. It started as a gentle breeze, carrying fragmented whispers that danced around her. Alara listened, captivated, her heart swelling with the joy of discovery. As the night deepened and the moon replaced the sun, Alara realized that her perception of the world would never be the same. With a newfound appreciation for the beauty around her, Alara decided to become the protector of the whispering woods. As the seasons turned and years rolled by, Alara grew older, yet her spirit remained as vibrant as the wildflowers that carpeted the forest floor. One day, a shadow fell over the whispering woods. Upon seeing the men with their axes raised, ready to strike, Alara stepped forward. "You talk to trees," one of the men sneered, disbelief evident in his voice. As if understanding her plea, the whispering tree rustled its leaves, and a gentle breeze swept through the clearing, carrying with it the essence of the forest. As the whispers filled their hearts, the villagers' anger began to dissipate, replaced by a sense of wonder and nostalgia. Touched by the whispering tree's intervention, the villagers apologized for their actions and promised to protect the forest rather than destroy it. And so, the legend of Alara and the whispering tree was passed down through the ages. Now it's your turn. What would you whisper to the tree? How would you communicate with it? Feel free to share your ideas in the comments. And here's a little secret for you. If you enjoyed our magical tale of Alara and the whispering tree, we've got another enchanting story waiting for you.